3.
Hey, hi, folks. It's another improv show, and kicking it off is Ben, Lisa, and Stephanie. We are the Unusuals. And to kick it off tonight, remember, this is totally improvised. Everything you see has never been done before, said before, totally improvised from the marvelous creative brains of the Unusuals. So would somebody please chat in a word? Thank you.
Teacup.
Did I hear? Okay, it looks like it's a teacup.
Well, it's wonderful to see you, Margaret. You're looking well. I mean that.
You look well. Edward.
Well, thank you, Margaret, but please don't repeat my words. I think it's impolite.
By well, do you mean coming along?
Yes, well, you have a glow about you. You're radiant.
Where were you 4.5 months ago?
Let's see. As I recall, I was advising you on...
And then?
And then I was...
Just say it, Edward.
Planting the seed, Margaret.
I would have loved to tell you sooner, but I just couldn't. I had to keep the news to myself until I realized it was really happening. And we were really, really going to be stuck together forever. Isn't it wonderful?
It all makes sense now. You wanted to go off and do a safari.
Yes.
For 4.5 months.
To Margaret and her mother. Oh, my dear Margaret. Why didn't you wait till now to tell me?
I just didn't want anyone to advise me to terminate.
Oh, my goodness. Yes, your father would have been devastated, and yes.
I'm so glad he's no longer with us.
Yes, God rest him. Peace.
But isn't it really wonderful?
I think it's wonderful, but it's fraught. It's fraught.
I know.
Yes, it's fraught with difficulties, with impediments, with blocks, with dams, with roads, with bridges. It's just fraught.
Oh, bridges. Think bridges. Bridges to wealth. Bridges to probably knighthood. I think there's a knighthood involved. You've got to meet Edward. You've got to meet him.
Oh, my
More
dear.
than just a financial planner.
Oh, my heart is. It's Edward.
I want you out of this ridiculous tenement flat. I'm going to get you out, Mother. I swear to God.
Oh, my dear Margaret, you've made such sacrifices for me and for the family and for your 2 little brothers, Hector and Jekyll.
Are they with you? Are they with you now? Are they still in the fields?
No, Hector and Jekyll, they're on their way to the fields, walking through the mire and the muck and the garbage of the streets of London.
Picture this. 10th floor, a view out. No more garbage smells wafting into the hot summer night windows that we have to keep open due to the lack of air conditioning.
Yes, yes. And I'm praying that something like that at some point in history will be invented by the smart Americans. But this Edward, he's such a mysterious man. I know of him. I know of his castle in the moors, surrounded by deep, dark forests. I know that he seems so mysterious.
I will convince him to love us. I will convince him.
My dear Margaret, I pray that is so.
Cut to the wedding. The prenuptial is signed then, my dear?
Yes, but I scratched out this one line.
Let me see it. I shall not have access to Edward Maguire's wealth. Well, I think we must leave that line in, Margaret, so let me circle it. And you can initial.
No, that shall not be necessary. And I think that should something happen to you, all the wealth should pass to me before it passes to our offspring, however many there may be.
Are the bride and groom ready to proceed with that?
I am.
Or not. I'm sorry, your priestess. I'm sorry, I'm not sure how to address you. Is it priestess?
It's priestess Assasses.
Assasses.
Yes.
Can we have a moment? We need another moment, please. I'm sorry for holding this up. Maybe burn another candle.
Good idea. Yeah, sounds reasonable.
Thank you. We could just have a moment. And please, no more listening in. I would appreciate it.
Edward, get on with it.
Margaret,
keep
please.
all of our guests waiting.
Please, this must be signed. This must be signed.
Yes, as written and as crossed out.
Listen, this must be, no, Margaret, please, this is a deal breaker.
Do you know what it cost me to make this dress fit this belly? Do you know?
Well, I have some idea, yes.
400 pounds.
Yes, you sent me the bill. I don't know if you remember, but I have the bill here.
Speaking of which, is it possible for me to just have a credit card that I can just use to buy things that benefit both of us?
Listen, you need to initial this line after I've circled it. And we'll work something out. You need to trust me, Margaret. Trust.
Give me that.
You will have something. You will have an allowance. What are you doing? What is the evil face? I'm not marrying this.
I'm ready.
You've blackened out a paragraph.
I just think that we need not think about money all the time. This is about children and legacies.
I could say the same to you, Margaret. Quit thinking about money and trust in the allowance that I will be giving you.
Easy for you to say you're as wealthy as a Moorish piper, but I have been living in a tenement housing with the priestess.
Name one Moorish piper that has money.
Cut Moorish piper.
It's not important. It's as irrelevant as Basque cheesecake.
Hi. Oh, yes. They have much wealth.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Let me give you. Okay, you don't believe me? I'm going to give you. Here's my bamboo card, and here's the. And this plastic's not invented yet.
Excuse me, sir. Are you a Moorish piper?
How did you know?
Can I have your autograph, sir?
Of course.
Excuse me, I was here first. Excuse me. I have business.
Oh, excuse me, milady.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Cut back to wedding.
Here it is, a fresh copy of the nuptial agreement.
That's fast.
Thank you, Robertson.
You're welcome, sir.
Thank you, Robertson. You may exit.
Roberts.
It's Robert's son. It's Robert's son.
Son of Roberts, can you come back, please?
No crossing out anything this time, Margaret.
I'm gonna
Thank you,
need
sir.
a pen or a whiteout. Do we have whiteout in England?
Did you? That Moorish piper you were speaking of, do you know for a fact that he had money? Or was it just his words? Like, he sounded a bit like a leprechaun in your words.
I don't like the way you take the details of my life and turn them against me. This
No, I'm just...
relationship is going downhill. Just give me 50% of all of your belongings and we'll get divorced tomorrow and I'll have this baby alone.
No! I am old school and it's staying that way, Margaret.
I say. We must proceed with the wedding. Either yes or no. I have other things to do too. We must proceed. Are we having the wedding?
A barrister because we need a divorce.
As soon as the prenuptial is signed, your priestess, then we will proceed.
Let me see those prenuptial for a second. Hand it to me. Yes, it all seems quite reasonable here.
No!
Quite reasonable, except I would just add one small addendum here, that Margaret, upon my demise, would receive my entire fortune and nothing left to any other human being, including any progeny that we have, any of my parents, grandparents, ancestors, predecessors, and staff. Everything completely goes to, upon my demise in any form whatsoever, whether it be carriage assault or such and such.
Edward, do you want to start our marriage like this?
Hear this, sign this and let the proceedings go on.
This is not a paperwork marriage. This is a truth creation of family.
Yes, wedding now.
Cut to the Moorish piper.
So, wealth I have coming out the pores of my insoles and ancestors.
Oh, well spoken, my lord.
Yes.
Shall we bring the logs for the fire?
Yes, and my bamboo credit cards. I want to count them.
Of course, your worship.
Thank you. I have an idea.
Cut to
the honeymoon night.
Edward.
I'm busy.
Edward.
I'm busy.
I'm thirsty.
Why don't you use your credit card and go buy something?
Last time I went to the A&P, it was maxed out. What are you buying?
Just a little something to make myself feel better for the mess we're in.
I'm so uncomfortable.
Well, I'm grateful for one thing. That you agreed to a limited credit card.
But it's too limited, isn't it, Edward?
But I'm sick of getting all these notices about how it's trying to be overcharged.
That's impossible. I've only had it for the first 24 hours of our wedded life.
That's what I'm saying.
This is just wedded bliss, isn't it?
This is. Get used to this, Margaret. This is as good as it gets.
Ring,
Oh,
ring,
oh,
ring,
hey.
ring, ring.
Pick it up, Edward.
Oh, yes. I have it. Hello.
Hello, this is Amazon. We have one of our drivers at your front door. Would like to speak to you before dropping it off. Package.
Oh, just I'll go get it. I'll go get it.
Speak to me personally? This seems unusual.
Any adult over 18 at the door?
Any adult? Well, my wife.
Okay.
My new wife of one day is running down. She's probably sliding down the banister as we speak. She should be there momentarily. You'll recognize her. She has clutching, grabbing claws that like grab after money and things like that.
Me?
Hello? Hello? Oh, okay.
And Mrs. Edward Farnsworth.
Yes.
Okay. Thanks for taking away the other thing I didn't want. Here's the package. Thank you. So if you could just wanted to say, oh, there you go. Yeah. One thing. Wow. This place is out in the sticks, isn't it? The boondocks. It took like maybe 45 minutes to wind my way through that narrow road through the woods and the bridge.
Let me show you something. Come here.
Oh, all right. Okay.
This view.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow. That's beautiful.
I know. Let me show you this.
All right.
Solid gold.
Oh shit! Really, gold? Wow.
Solid gold. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Why are you showing me, a perfect stranger, all this stuff? Just out of curiosity.
I'm so excited. I just met this guy, Edward. Fantastic. And the truth is, this is a big score for me because before this, I had this guy, Harry was his name. And I was with him for about on and off 11 years. Way too long, wasting my eggs on a guy with no commitment level whatsoever. I was like, dude, you're not going to commit. You're not going to put a ring on it. Go away. Go away. My mother agreed. Okay. My mother agreed.
Oh, girl. Yeah. Girl. Oh, my God, girl.
Look at me now. View, gold things.
Oh, girl.
You know what's in this Amazon? I'll show you. Let me open it.
Oh, my God, girl. What you got?
Okay. 100% Irish linen, tablecloth, and napkin set with gold threads. We don't even have this stuff where I'm from. We can't even get it. What's
the thread count? What is it?
450? Is that good? Is that good? I don't even know. Is that good?
5.
Oh, okay. Is that good? I don't even know. What's the number I'm supposed to be going for?
Cut to the Moorish piper. Oh, would you play something for us, my lord? Here's your pipe.
Thank you. Oh.
We sit and we await your wealthy, wonderful, lyrical, melodic wonders.
Yes. Are you all familiar with Neil Diamond, for instance? You know that one?
No, at your pleasure, Lise.
It's kind of one of my favorites. I hope you like it.
Cut to the birth. I hope it's going fine in there.
Yes, Master Edward.
Okay.
Yes, Master Edward. Yes, Master Edward.
Yes. would you run in there and take a peek and see how it's all going?
Oh, okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, sweet Margaret. Sweet Margaret, would you act like, I mean, you have no midwife here apparently. So, and all this by yourself. Is this the way you want it?
Listen, I've already done this about 9 times. This is going to be easy. I'm just doing it for dramatic effect. Don't worry, honey. There's nothing happening in here.
Yeah, she's okay, good. Yeah, it's all under control.
She was screaming.
Yes.
Oh! Oh! Oh!
And, look, Edward, please come in and see your beautiful son.
Are you sure it's okay?
Yes, it's all hydrazized in here.
Will you cut the cord, darling?
Okay, then.
Cut the cord, darling.
Oh my God, it's bloody.
Well, it's brand new to the world.
Well, let's wash it. Someone should wash it.
I got a washcloth.
We don't have a midwife because it wasn't in the contract.
Isn't it supposed to be crying?
Oh, not usually. Those are the ones that get squeezed.
It gets squeezed.
He's washed up.
Much better. Much better.
Give him a kiss. Give him a kiss.
I think I'll wait just a few days for some of the crust to kind of dry and flake off.
Mm-hmm. You know,
I'll run downstairs and get the crust remover.
We're going to need a new bedroom set, Edward. We need a new bedroom set. I would want to get one of those aero mattresses that are extremely comfortable and each side can be pushed to the softness or firmness of your every desire, and new sheets and towels too, because this baby deserves it, your offspring, and I want to call him Edward Jr.
But my love, you've already covered every square inch of our fine place with Irish linen.
And tapestries too. I love that you love tapestries as much as I love tapestries.
Well, I mean...
And now that I know that 450 thread count Irish linen is easy to come by here, I want to have it everywhere, even on the floors and the ceilings.
But wasn't the nursery done as part of your shopping spree?
Oh, the nursery, honey. It's just not a room we'll really be living in. We're going to be living in the bedroom and the guest room and the TV room and the family room and the den and the kitchen. Because that stove is 5 or 7 years old. I cannot possibly cook for you and the children on that stove.
No, but just answer the question, love. You know, was the nursery not done?
Honey, you focus on the wrong details. You're a typical male. You're completely focused on things that are irrelevant. The nursery is just a room to store toys. Have you seen Mary Poppins?
Well, it's the room was a mess. I know that. And the kids slept in there. They slept in the nursery. That's why it's a nursery.
Speaking of Mary Poppins, we're going to need help. We need help. Lots, and a night nurse, a day nurse, a middle day nurse, a middle earth nurse. We need help.
Darling, I'm at my limits here. Like, when does this end? When does the spending end?
When we both die and we're 6 feet under together holding hands in Armitage Cemetery with your parents.
To young Edward checking into a Hilton hotel in New York with his bride. Welcome to the Hilton, sir. And I assume this is Mrs. Eduardo Savant.
Yes, this is
welcome.
Mrs. Yes, thank you. It's much appreciated.
Yes, you're very, very welcome, sir. I see you have reservations here in the honeymoon suite for 4 days.
Yes.
Well, thank you. Thanks for thinking of Hilton Hotels.
Our pleasure. It was in a beautiful pamphlet, a brochure, I guess, that we saw in the East End. A travel agent, and so you really think them, send them a thank you card.
Will do, will do. Now, do you have how would you want to pay? Credit card or check, cash, credit card?
I like credit card.
Credit card?
Sure. You take Barclays, I'm assuming.
Let's see. Yes, but not in bamboo. Do you have like a plastic one?
And what was wrong with bamboo exactly?
We found that they had trouble with the machine and the tapping. So they discontinued. It was an original card. That's neat that you remember those, the original cards. You still have one, which is fantastic. But yeah, they stopped using those in, I think, 1893.
Oh, because my great-grandfather, this was passed down to me.
Oh, lovely.
Yes, I inherited it, as a matter of fact.
What a keepsake.
Well, I do have one here. But promise me one thing.
Yes, sir.
If it's over the limit, don't reject it. Just give it back to me.
Okay. Will do. You're getting the reduced price, the suite, honeymoon suite, 4 days, peak season, getting a bargain at $27,300. A bargain. Put this in.
Dollars, yes. Mm-hmm. Of course. I'm sorry, how many nights?
That's 4 nights, honeymoon.
4 nights, yes.
That has the whole view of the city.
Yes. Beautiful.
And the wet bars, the little refrigerator, that's all complimentary.
Yes, of course. We'll be using the little fridge, as you say.
Huh. Wow, this is so embarrassing, but it seems to not be taking this card.
Well, if you just hand it back to me, we'll pretend I never gave it to you.
Okay. I notice your wife over there. She seems, she's just, that's so sweet. She's nursing the baby.
Yes. We have a newborn. And how about an even more reduced rate for a newborn couple celebrating our first trip together as a family to New York? I'm from York originally. And so it's really an honor to be in New York, as I feel that New York honors York,
Oh, yeah. That's the whole English. Yeah.
It's a tip of the hat to the old York, York.
Okay.
So how about, a more reduced rate, perhaps not the honeymoon suite, perhaps something just very, very nice. Like, oftentimes that's how you say it around here. Often hotel establishments have names like Strawberry Suite or Chiffon Suite, whatever you have.
Yeah,
it'd be great. Whatever.
Yeah. Do you need 4 rooms? Because that sort of limits the choice. Do you need 4 rooms?
No. I think 3 rooms would be fine.
Oh, 3. Okay.
Or even 2 rooms.
2? Oh, okay, that's even more. You can save even more with just 2 rooms. Okay. Yeah, we have the dusty carpet.
That's not a very nice name for a room, is it?
Oh yeah, that's a staff name. The real name,
I see.
Yeah, the real name is the Dusty Sunset. Yeah, Dusty Sunset, or the Radiant Sunset, or the Blinding.
Radiant Sunset sounds nice.
2 bedrooms.
2 bedrooms sounds wonderful.
I'm sorry, it's 2 rooms. Although the master suite could also be. It has a fold-out bed, so yeah, that could be a 2 bed.
I think that will work. Yes.
You got the. It's a master suite. You've got a bedroom, a huge bathroom, And you've got the whole living room area with the view. Yeah, that's, and you want that for 2 nights, 2 nights.
Are you downgrading me to 2 nights?
Oh, no, that's up to you, how many nights you want.
I would still like the 4 nights.
4 nights.
How about we take my credit card again?
Well, that one didn't work.
Well, no, it has something. It has, it's it's probably good for, a 2-room suite for 4 nights.
Okay. All right.
Let's try it.
Okay.
2-room, 4 nights.
Okay.
If not, 3 nights. If not, 2 nights.
Keep going down with it.
Bring her down. Yes.
I could do that.
Yes.
I could put the credit card in and then just keep typing in the different options until we see we get one that's within your limit.
I think that's the ticket.
Okay. All right. So your limit, let me just kind of start there because I think it's a little bit easier. So your limit, you
can see my limit.
Yeah, the whole limit, right? The total limit. Okay, total, that's $674.
Wait, that's my limit is $674.
That's the limit on this card, yeah.
Will that get us 1 night?
That would give you that. Yeah, I think it does. It gives you 1 night. It does 1 night. It's a studio, so it has a bed. It's just a 1-bed room with a tiny bathroom off to the side. Not bad. It's got a shower in it, stand-up shower.
What are the steps?
It has a view of the garden court, the top of the garden court garage, and then from over the top of that you can see the very top of the Golden Gate Bridge. Yeah.
Interesting. Golden Gate Bridge. I thought Golden Gate Bridge was in San Francisco.
This is a really tall building, my friend.
And what does the staff call this room?
This room? They call this room well, yeah, it's called the Glory Hole.
The Glory Hole. Yes, well. All right, 1 night in the Glory Hole.
Yes.
We will remember this, I'm sure.
Be memorable. Thank you so much, sir.
Oh, thank you.
And it looks like she's almost finished. None of my business.
I'm just kidding. Darling?
Edward, is it coming out of the room, Edward?
We have a room.
My nipples are so raw.
Sweetie, we will be spending 1 night here, so a little shorter than we planned.
And then where are we off to?
Checkout time is 10 a.m.
And then we're going to?
Well, darling, it seems that you have maxed out our credit. Apparently you borrowed my card. Apparently being the wife of me is enough to run up my card to its limit. You saved us $674 though, and that gets us 1 night.
You're welcome, darling. You're welcome, darling.
But I figure we have enough for a couple of wieners in Central Park.
Well, I have cousins in New Jersey that we could be visiting, and they're quite well endowed. I mean, quite well. We have quite a large home, Edward.
Yes, well.
I would love to visit them, but I want them to know where we're going to be staying tomorrow night.
How about, let me take our young prince.
Edward Jr.
And why don't you make a phone call, darling? There's no phone in the room, so, but I heard there was a box. Yes, well, it's the glory hole. It's the glory hole, darling.
Glory hole? What are
yes.
you talking about? What are you suggesting?
The name of the room.
You want another child so soon?
Please, there's a box around the corner, out to the left.
I'll just use my cell phone.
Oh, you brought your cell phone. How remarkable. This kid Is this a log or is this a child? He sleeps like a log. He's like, is he alive?
Tamra. Yeah, hello? Hello, Tamra, can you hear me?
Yes. Yes, I can hear you.
Tam.
Yes.
Okay. What's your guest room situation?
Oh, honey, honey.
It's a girl.
You're always welcome. Yeah, we got the rumpus room downstairs, the man's cave.
Here's the thing. I'm not alone this time. I'm with child, not with child. I'm bringing child. I'm not with child anymore. You got to meet Edward Jr. You got to meet Edward Sr.
Oh my God.
You're going to love this visit. You're going to love this visit.
Oh my God.
Can we come tomorrow?
Yeah, no, that's fine.
For the short notice.
Ricky and Anthony are off at the NFL combine, so you'll be fine. The boys are.
I wanted to see them though.
Yeah, if they don't get drafted, maybe they'll come home and say hello.
Yeah, I wish they would because it's just been too long, and I want them to see Edward Jr. and I was gonna buy them some gifts. I was gonna buy them.
They'd love it. Or Benny's here. Benny says hello. Say hello, Benny.
Benny.
Hi. So shut up, Benny. Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. No, you're welcome anytime. Come on. Okay. You know the address.
I'll call you when we're on our way. And I brought gifts from England. I brought all kinds of gifts. I went major shopping, and I can't wait to share.
Well, don't act all like English and shit now, okay, Lena? Got to keep it real.
I'm living there so long, it's like my accent changed. When you live somewhere a long time.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I mean, that whole 9 months that I was living over there, I thought I was from there. That's what happened. I thought I was from there.
Oh my God, I think that could happen.
Darling, excuse me, darling. I thought you were British.
Sam, I'll let you go. Sam,
bye, honey. Bye.
Darling.
I
thought you were British. Darling, the tissues I bought for you, the handkerchiefs.
Of our family.
Now you swore you were British, and yet
I said Edward Jr. is British. You know that wherever you're born is the country you are really from.
Well, you've always sounded British to me.
I've never brought up the fact that your parents gave birth to you in Amsterdam and said that you're not really British because you were born 10 miles away in Amsterdam when you could have been born in York or Leeds.
Darling, it's a little more than 10 miles to Amsterdam.
As the crow flies, darling, as the crow flies.
More than 10 miles as the crow flies, darling. But yes. No, you sounded so very American on the phone just now. You
know about American boarding schools, don't you? You must have heard of them. Well, just know them in the back of your mind. Just keep them in the back of your mind. American boarding schools.
So you went to American boarding school. Is that what you're telling me?
Andy, I'm not saying anything so much as I'm saying, can we go to the hotel room, get unpacked, shower, maybe have time for a little, you know what, little glory.
Darling, listen.
I'm starving. I could really use one of those knishes, or maybe even those giant slices of pizza that are folded in 17 directions. They're just delicious.
Darling, it was part of our prenuptial agreement, darling. You don't get to call me Andy.
Did I? What? That's impossible, Edward.
It's coming,
Edward.
You have family here.
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
becoming
Tim,
very
shoot
clear.
me. We're having relatives. Shoot me now. Shoot me right here in the jugular. Right here. Shoot me. I have relatives abroad.
Cut to Andy and Margaret. Okay, yeah. Look, so you're gonna leave me? You're gonna leave Andy. You're gonna leave Andy for some guy, rich dude guy in England. Is that what you're saying?
You're shooting blanks, number one.
Yeah, but that ain't my fault.
It is your fault. It is your fault. Do I have to be with a guy shooting blanks?
Well, you didn't let me explain. When I was a kid, I used to get my feet x-rayed when I bought shoes, and it just did something to me. It did something. I'm sorry, but I'm shooting blanks. Yeah.
Secondly, you got a sob story once a day, twice a day, 3 times a day. Sob stories. I'm sick of it, Andy.
But that was only the first
I want
one.
a prince who's going to come pick me up on his horse, whatever it is, white horse, Pegasus, unicorn. I don't care, but going to pick me up on there and not shooting blanks. Are you that?
Yeah,
Are you that?
Yeah. That just shows you how dumb you are, because unicorns are freaking extinct.
I said if they did, not that they must. And
oh yeah, well, it's like the same
be
thing.
A horse from the Kentucky goddamn Derby. All I care about is a prince.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
I mean in quotation marks, somebody who treats me like a princess, a queen.
Cut to the Moorish piper. Oh yes, my grand piper. You call that Rocket Man? Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Rocket Man, how much I love you in space, my Rocket Man. It's sort of like the song I did a few years ago in Vegas with Humperdinck guy. It's a big hit.
Cut back to the song in Vegas with Humperdinck.
Caroline, hashish, plastic, credit cards, give me turbans. Oh yeah.